This is what's at home. We need Asensio, Ancelotti assumes. Without Militao, Lucas, and, in addition to Carvajal, La Fabrica is an obligation and not an option. Fortea, the favorite too, the Cantera, is no longer an option, but an obligation, at least until the winter market opens its doors. Osasuna triggered the emergency. Militao silenced the Bernabeu, and in mid-afternoon, the worst was confirmed. 9 months out due to a torn cruciate in his good knee, the right one. And Lucas Vazquez, at least, will be out for 3 weeks due to a left adductor injury. Carvajal is not there either, and Alaba, although he touched the ball 326 days later, still does not see the light at the end of the tunnel. Not even the Tchouaméni hybrid. Rudiger's the only healthy center back in the equation, because Vallejo is invisible. In addition to a Joan Martinez called to take the leap, and also affected by the curse of the Crusaders. In short, a center back and no right back. Internally, they analyze it with bitterness. It seems that they have done voodoo on us. He played very well, a nice surprise. We need him right now, Ancelotti assumed after Asensio's great performance against Osasuna. It's reality. It's a necessity. The factory must be the burning nail. Carletta will be able to pluck the daisy leaves during the break. Raul Asensio, 21 years old. The loss of Tchouaméni opened a space for him on the list. Militao's misfortune on the field. The answer is forceful. There were just over 70 minutes with 3 recoveries, 1 successful tackle, and 93.5% passing. He tried 46 and got 43 right, but especially one. A 50-meter serve from which Bellingham removed the lasso. After the goal hug, Jude went for Asensio. It was a dream debut. Words don't come out. Finally, the time came. I will remember it for life. He is Raúl's Kaiser. He has played in 45 of Castilla's last 50 games. And Ancelotti knows him well. He took him to the preseason and praised him in the United States. Gusto and the mishaps of the first team and his Fabrica teammates, Joan Martinez and Jacobo Ramon, have created an opportunity that he has taken advantage of. That attendance at Bellingham is not surprising in Valdebebas. The movement of the ball and the runs to break lines are trademarks of the house. He was the chosen one. It will be one more for Ancelotti. And it is the name that appears in La Fabrica Raúl when the who is ready. Jacobo Ramon has been part of the first team since he returned from the American stay. He arrived after being European under-19 champion. The coaching staff of the first team from the previous year already knew him, but they were surprised by his progress. It even seemed like he had grown up, he joked. A 1.95-meter center back with air power and great ability to anticipate. Another product of the Arbeloa factory, which affectionately called him Van Dyke to motivate him. He was about to make his debut against Alaves, but Vallejo finally came on and the attempt at a comeback put out the flame. The problem has been and is that physical problems have hindered him. Minor issues, but they have not allowed him to have the desired continuity or help Castilla when the majors have not required him. A muscle injury in September and, once recovered, another on October 9th. An ailment that has stretched longer than expected, but with a return date. After the national team break, Jacobo Ramon will be back. And he will do it where he left, in the first team. Although with a different context. This course totals 68 minutes, with the subsidiary and 9 adult calls. He will fight with Asensio. And finally, Jesus Fortea, 17 years old. Your time is approaching. I already did it before Osasuna. Now it is enhanced. Carvajal's injury put him center stage, because as AS reported, he was and is the right back, marked in red at La Fabrica. Despite his 17 years, the favorite. In Chamartín, there are great hopes for the Albalense. On the eve of the Classic, he trained for the first time with the seniors, and in the week before the duel against Valencia, he remained dynamic, to the point of having had serious options to go on the list against the Che team if the match had not, logically, been postponed. What was an anecdote has become the norm, and Jesus, far from clashing, has conquered Ancelotti. We are evaluating him, acknowledges the one from Reggiolo, the boy who blew up the non-aggression pact with Atletico. A two with fangs, a love for dribbling and decisive in the opposite field. In the youth, he led the vendetta against Milan, and in his category, he has 2 goals, 3 assists, and 3 penalties in 9 games. He has already made his debut with Madrid C and will repeat this Sunday against Sanze. Both in Valdebebas and in the RFEF, Fordia is spoken of as a special generational footballer, and this break will debut with the U19. Upon your return, you taste the ascent. He is in pole position. Please comment and don't forget to subscribe to Goal Talk